Jantien Stoter. I am a professor of 3D GeoInformation in Delft University of Technology, and I was asked to present the CHEK project. And I'm coordinating this project together with Francesco Navardo. This project started 1st of October. And CHEK stands for a Change Toolkit for Digital Building Permit. It's a horizontal Europe project. We have a budget from the European Committee of about 5 million euros, and there's also in-kind contributions. It's a project of 3 years, and we have 19 partners involved in the consortium. And they are covering all kinds of disciplines. As Francesco also explained, that it's very important to take next steps in the digitalization of digital building permit. The objectives of the project are related to the main issues that are met and that were already presented by Francesca in the current digital building permit process, or the lack of that. The first one is that most, if not all, processes are currently paper-based or PDF-based. So we are aiming at digitalization of the complete process of the building permit. The other issue is the lack of interoperability. So if we talk about digital building permit processes, then a lot of information from different domains needs to be integrated, and it requires a lot of interoperability, which is currently lacking. So this is another objective, to achieve higher level of interoperability, and specifically between the BIM and GIS domain. We also see a lack of digital and inclusive skills in current practice. So that's another objective in our project, to educate the practitioners and to provide them with knowledge and skills to actually perform the digital building processes. Then the fourth objective is related to the current issue that we see, the fragmentation and misalignment of current technology. So we see lots of solutions that focus on specific parts of the digital building process. But as Francesca also explained, the challenge is that all these different steps are combined into one integrated process. So it's not so much developing new technology, but more on aligning existing technology and adjusting existing technology. And then the fifth objective is related to the current diversity of municipalities. So we have many municipalities in Europe. So in the Netherlands, we almost have 400, and we are a very small country. But there are many more municipalities and different sizes, different characteristics, different legislations. And our aim is to develop solutions that are scalable. This is a summary of our project, and if you can read all the small letters, that you can see how all the consortium partners are very important to contribute to the objectives of the whole project. We have 4 municipalities participating in our project, and they are very important to define the requirements and also to define their current status of the permit process, and also to understand how they could develop into more digitalization of the process. And then from their requirements, we have partners that are expertised in BIM and GIS software. So these requirements will provide insight how these softwares can be improved. Then standardization is very important in our project. We have both OGC and Building Smart involved. So OGC is the worldwide organization to standardize GeoInformation, and Building Smart is the worldwide organization to standardize the BIM information. They are completely different worlds, but that's why it's so important that we have both in our project, so that we can define the requirements of the digital building process and information requirements, and that we can embed them in the standardization. Then we have the analysis software to check regulations. These can be either the building code regulations, which work on BIM models, but also urban regulations that work on the combination of GIS and BIM data. The platform that we will develop, that's developed in our consortium, will be based on open APIs. so that it's not dependent on very specific software, and that also modules of the platform can be replaced by others. And also very important is the education and training. So with this, we hope that the whole process of the building permit, the digital building process is supported by a toolkit that works on all aspects. So not only on the technical aspects, but also on the governance aspects and the collaboration aspects. So there are 5 main pillars. The first one is the digitalization of the process, and for this we currently already have developed the process map of the current situation, the as-is map, and also a process map of the to-be situation, and via a process management platform and a CHEK change management virtual assistant, the municipalities are supported to change from the as-is process to the to-be process. And this is already delivered as a deliverable and produced by Fraunhofer, partner in our project. And then the next part is the interoperability, very important, as I said. And here we look at the current regulations, we translate them in machine-readable formats, and also we see what kind of information is required in the underlying IFC data and in the GIS data that's needed to check to do the compliance check. And these requirements will end up in the standards in the geo domain and in the BIM domain. Continue with the third part. So this is the upskilling and the reskilling. So I think the translation is from Mac to Windows, so another interoperability issue, but that's why the letters are a bit blurred. So in this part of the project, we work on a glossary, so to have a common knowledge base of the digital building permit process, and this also links to the glossary that Francesca mentioned. So it's not only part of our project, but we would like to align it to the wider world. So that's not only our knowledge base, but that can also be reused by others, and that we have a common understanding of the terms that are involved in the digital building process. And then, we will develop courses in the third year of the project, and these will be both practice-oriented trainings for professionals, practitioners in the field that are very important to implement the digital building process. And we also develop technical scientific training so that the people that are currently educated at our universities have the skills and the knowledge to also advance this domain. And the fourth part is the technology. So we will develop tools to check the regulations, and this can be the urban rules in GIS, software environments, and the more or the regulations that are based on the building code that can be checked in IFC-based software. So we will develop these analysis tool in the platform. And this viewer is already developed in our project by one of the partners, in which you can do the urban regulation check. And then finally, the scalability is an important player in our project, and this is to not only provide solutions for the 4 municipalities involved in our project, but to develop solutions across Europe. And we are very happy that we established a community of practice, and in which many municipalities, but also other stakeholders have joined this community of practice, and we are still inviting everyone who would like to join our project to become part of this community of practice, because these municipalities in this in this community are very important to make sure that our solutions do not only work for the 4 municipalities, but also for all the municipalities in Europe. So thank you for your attention. And again, I would like to invite you to become a member of the community of practice.